name. Her name is Sandy Beck, and she lives aboard a sailboat. And she has this really unusual job in that she is a personal advocate. People come to her with her problems, and she finds a way to fix them. And I think she's such a unique female character, partly because she does live aboard the sailboat, but also because she's got this really analytical mind, and she really enjoys researching things, and she doesn't mind going out on a limb to help people. I don't think she's aware of how self-confident she is, but she's just really self-confident when she handles situations.
When you write, and I'm always curious about this, like for example for this novel, has your writing style changed from your first fiction to this one? Do you write, you've obviously planned at least 3 novels.
You know, I didn't plan 3 in the beginning. In fact, I only planned 1. It wasn't meant to be a series. And I was about halfway through writing the first one, and I had this really pat ending in mind where everybody would live happily ever after. And got about halfway through and realized that my character wouldn't have been happy with that ending, that it wasn't going to work for her. And so, and it would have been kind of selling out who she was. And so the ending of the novel was kind of ambiguous. I mean, it was a standalone, you know, it ended, the plot ended, but she didn't end. And then I wanted her to grow, and so each novel has been sort of involving her growing and becoming a stronger person, I think.
So are you working from an outline?
Well, I always make an outline, and then I always change it.
Okay.
A lot of times I have an end in mind.
The characters change it.
Yeah, the characters do change it, and a lot of times I often write what I think is the climax right after I write the prologue. And then I work my way there, but once I get there, I often find that that climax isn't really the end, and that's where the twist comes in. So there have been, in the second novel, I really wasn't sure who committed the murder until I was almost at the end of the book myself. I left so many options open. Hard thing to get over. It's hard for you the first time anybody reads your work to go, oh, the worst part, I remember the first book, the realization that real people that I knew were going to read the book. I don't know why that never occurred to me. And there was a scene in the first book initially that was a little steamier. And then my Uncle George, who's now in his late 90s, he called me and said, well, I want you to send me the book when it comes out. And you know, on my last edit, I totally changed that scene. I did, because I could not imagine my Uncle George reading it. I just couldn't. And I thought I was mortified. So yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
But it's just funny how you don't, you know, you write in your own little bubble and you don't really think about, you know, who's going to be reading it. I don't think I could ever do erotica for this reason. So.